Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you late this morning, going into early afternoon for a remix re-review for Linkin Park's remix album, Recharged, that I'm gonna be reviewing for this remix album that they did. Uh, Maybe a year after. I think it was a year after Living Things came out, a little over a year after. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this 14 track remix album for Recharged and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review for it. Now, I remember reviewing it a few years ago, but honestly, now coming back to it, I think the album's okay. It's not fantastic, the remix album. A Light That Never Comes, the Steve Aoki remix, was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. I give that a 5 out of 5. Chester's vocals in it is pretty good. And some of the dubstep in it is. It depends on certain areas in the song. And Mike Shinoda rapping in it sounds pretty good. Castle Glass Mike Shinoda remix was not bad, but had a lot of dubstep in it. Um, That is what they were going for with this remix album, the dubstep sound. And yeah, it's alright, I guess. Um, Lost in the Echo was my least favorite. It was almost bad. Um, the dubstep in it doesn't sound very good. It's not executing very well, so I gave that a 3 out of 5 for Lost in the Echo remix version. Kill Sonic remix. Not a huge fan of that one. Victimize Mike Shinoda remix was average. It was sounding alright for some areas in the song, but Chester was sounding alright, and then they used this monotoned electronic voice that doesn't sound very good, and it's close to the end of the song, I guess you could say. But yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for Victimize Mike Shinoda remix. I'll Be Gone Vice remix featuring Pusha T was decent, not too bad. Some of the trap beat stuff in it, like the beats in it, don't sound very good, but with Mike Shinoda rapping and Pusha T rapping, it doesn't sound so bad, so it's alright. 4 out of 5 for that one. Lies, Greed, Misery, Dirty Phonics remix. Not feeling for it as much, but it's fine. It's an average track, so 3.5 out of 5. Then we get to Roads Untraveled, the Rad Omen remix featuring Bun B. And that was not bad. It was a little lengthy. It was like 5.5 minutes, but it was somewhat enjoyable. With some of the dubstep in it, it doesn't sound too bad. But keep in mind, this is a remix album, so I don't know. This didn't get a lot of great. Uh, this didn't get a very good rating, is what I should have said, from some critics. Because some critics were really hesitant on liking this. Powerless Inferno remix was very good. I really enjoyed that one. It was 6 minutes long, but it was pretty enjoyable for the runtime it went for. Even though the dubstep does take over most of the song, it doesn't execute too bad in my opinion. So 5 out of 5 for that one. Burn It Down, Tom's Swoon remix was pretty good too. Really like that, and 5 out of 5 for that one. Until It Breaks has this weird electronic sound in it. The dubstep sound doesn't sound very good. It's just, it's okay, but it could have been much better executed if it was a little bit of a different sound, but that's the sound they were going for, so I wasn't a huge fan of it. I remember owning this remix album years ago. Right. Excuse my yawning. I'm sorry about that. I'm just not a fan of this now. Coming into it in 2021, I'm a little hesitant on liking it. Skin to Bone Nick Catch Dubs remix featuring Cody Beware and Ryu was a decent song, not perfect, but it's decent. So 4 out of 5. Uh, I'll Be Gone Schoolboy remix was another decent song. Some of the electronic dubstep stuff in it is not too bad. But then we get to Until It Breaks. I'm giving an I'll Be Gone Schoolboy remix a 4 out of 5. I don't mind some of the beats in it, and Chester singing in it's not so bad. But it's mostly the dubstep that really takes over most of this remix album. So you're gonna hear a lot of dubstep music in this album. Um, Until It Breaks Money Mark Headphone Remix was okay. I'm not feeling for the sound for it. It just sounds a little messy, I should say, in my opinion. So 3 out of 5. And finally, we get to A Light That Never Comes Rick Rubin remix, and that was not too bad. So I think Rick Rubin did alright with this one. So 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, this album was okay. This remix album. It's not my personal favorite, and sorry if you heard that my knuckles pop. I had to pop my knuckles. But yeah, and I did it again, of course. Overall, I think Linkin Park Recharged remix album was okay. Not my personal favorite, but it's probably one of the weakest albums in their discography for a remix album, because the next album I'm going to do is for the Hunting Party, so I'm really excited to review that. So for a score for me, I'm going to give Linkin Park Recharged, their re-review, a 6.5 out of 10. It was okay. Not my personal favorite, but it is what it is. There's going to be hits and misses with albums. But this was a remix album, and it didn't execute very well. But it did alright for what it went for. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Linkin Park Recharged remix album if you've heard it. And if you like this re-review I made for you guys for Linkin Park Recharged, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for another Linkin Park Marathon Studio album review on, I think I'm going to do it on Thanksgiving for the Hunting Party. So I'm going to check that out, listen to it again myself, and see what I think of it. So I just had to listen to an hour and 8 minutes of this remix album, which that's how long it is. It's almost 70 minutes long. It's pretty lengthy, but I got through it. So it was an okay listen, in my opinion. So I didn't want to bash this remix album because some people do like remix albums. And I myself, I'm a huge fan of remix albums. It's just how it's executing is for each song is going to be the main concern for how an album's going to execute and perform. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Linkin Park Recharged re-review for their remix album. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I'll have the Hunting Party album review coming out on Thursday. It was gonna be Friday, but I'm gonna be busy Friday morning. So, and then One More Light's gonna be on Saturday. So definitely tune in for the later Marathon Studio album reviews. I hope you enjoyed this re-review. But stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next review.